When I started researching for this video, I knew the Midwest would give me some strange cocktails, and I was not disappointed. From red beer to the South Dakota Martini, this region has some of the most different cocktails to anybody else in the USA. So I'm really excited to show them to you, although I would not exactly recommend trying them if they're not your usual thing. And this is the first and only time I'm going to say that. Alright, let's get mixing. To start off, for Illinois, we have an actually normal cocktail called the Irish Mule. This is another cocktail in the Buck family, which includes the Dark and Stormy that we covered last video, but it also includes the Moscow Mule, Kentucky Mule. I gave the same spiel last time. It's just any cocktail with lime and ginger. Alright, let's get mixing. Start off with 2 ounces of Ireland's finest Irish whiskey. Then we go 1 ounce of lime juice. And we top that with ginger beer. I do recommend using a ginger beer, not a ginger ale. So if it says ginger ale, find something that says ginger beer. And then finally, lime wheel to garnish. And there you go. The Illinois, the Irish Mule, frat bros of the world. Your time to shine, my friends, because for Indiana, we're doing a Jaeger bomb. And I'm serious, that's the the state cocktail of Indiana is the Jaeger bomb. Start off with pouring an energy drink into our glass. You don't want to fill it up completely because this is a Jaeger bomb. We're going to be dropping the shot glass in there. Then we just fill our shot glass up with Jägermeister. And then you drop that in there, and I should have used a heavier shot glass. And there you have it, the Indiana Jaeger bomb. This is going to be the first of 3 blended drinks in this video. I'm excited to do these because I don't do blended drinks all too often, but I really think that they're underrated in the cocktail world. Start off with 3/4 ounce blue curacao, 1 ounce of triple sec, 2 ounces of our tequila, and 1 ounce of lime juice. By the way, this is for Iowa. This is the frozen blue water margarita. I forgot to say that. I'm actually going to remove some of this ice. Once you have that all settled, blend it up. Just blend it until it's a nice slushy texture. Get our glass. And there you go. The Iowa, the frozen blue water margarita. For Kansas, we have a cocktail called the Horse Feather. This is going to be kind of similar to a Kentucky Mule, but instead of lime juice, we're using Angostura bitters. Start off with 4 dashes of your Angostura. Then top that off with, this will just come out, 2 ounces of bourbon. Then top that with ginger beer. Once again, you want to use a ginger beer, not a ginger ale. The difference is in the flavorings that they use, and it does make a difference. But there you go. The Kansas, the horse feather. For Michigan, we're going with a milkshake-like cocktail called the Hummer. This is the second of our 3 blended drinks. And because we're using coffee ice cream, we're only going to use a handful of ice in the shaker to start off. Once you get that in though, we're going to get two scoops of our coffee ice cream, and I'm wishing I tempered this before I started. And my ice cream scoop just broke. Moving on, then we're going to add 2 ounces of Kahlua, and 2 ounces of rum. Strain, pour that right into our glass. There you go. The Michigan, the Hummer. Final blended drink of the video. For Minnesota, we've got the Bootleg. Now, to start off, you need to make Bootleg mix. And I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. So right in here, I have 2 sprigs of mint. And then you're going to get a can of frozen limeade. You're just gonna squeeze that in there. You're going to want to make sure you get all of it. And you're going to do the same thing with a can of frozen lemonade. That one was more cooperative. And then we're going to blend those 3 ingredients up. Now this makes enough bootleg mix for about 4 people. So you can make this for a lot of your friends if you want. You'll know it's ready once it tastes like mint Sprite. You're then going to pour some of that bootleg mix into a cup. And here is where the fun part comes in. We're going to add 2 ounces of vodka. And then top it with a bit of club soda. Give that a nice stir. If you want, you can blend the vodka right in. Just put 8 ounces instead of 2. But there you go. The Minnesota, the bootleg. For Missouri, we're doing a weirdly tropical cocktail called the Caribou Lou. Let's get right into this one. So to start off, we actually need 4 ounces of pineapple juice. Then we need 1 ounce of Malibu. And then the final ingredient is 151 overproof rum. If you guys are wondering what makes a flaming shot, that's it. Stir that up. And there you go. The Missouri, the Caribou Lou. For Nebraska, we have a drink called red beer, which is basically beer and tomato juice. So we start off by pouring some beer into the glass. And I did not do a proper beer pour because we're gonna dye this thing red with tomato juice. There you go. The Nebraska, the red beer. For North Dakota, we have a cocktail called the Howling Wolf. Start this baby off. We're going to use 1 ounce blue curacao. Half an ounce creme de menthe. Half an ounce of vodka. I'm going to start off by stirring that up. And we're going to pour that mixture into our highball glass. And then top it with Sprite. And there you go. The North Dakota Howling Wolf. For Ohio, we have a Buckeye Martini. Weirdly, our first shaken drink of the video. This is just a simple martini with black olive brine and black olives instead of regular olives. So we're going to use our classic martini specs. 2 ounces of gin. We'll do a little more just to kill the bottle. to 1 ounce dry vermouth and a little black olive brine. Take it up. Now we're gonna put 2 black olives on a skewer and just place that in the drink. Now we're going to just pour this drink right into the martini glass. And there you go. The Ohio, the Buckeye Martini. So I've got my red beer back out because if you add pickle slices to red beer like that, that is a South Dakota Martini. And it is odd. And that's also the state drink of South Dakota. So there you go. South Dakota Martini for South Dakota. Finally, for Wisconsin, we have a brandy old fashioned. This is going to be very simple. It's just an old fashioned made with brandy. We start off with 2 ounces of our brandy, 4 dashes of Angostura bitters, a dash of Demerara simple syrup, and a dash of soda water. Stir that up. My father would consider this a bastardized version of his favorite cocktail, but I actually prefer it to a classic old fashioned because I prefer brandy over bourbon. But there you go. The Wisconsin, the brandy old fashioned. As I said, there were some weird cocktails back there. We had some that were legitimately good, like the Irish Mule and the brandy old fashioned, and we had some that made me want to gag, like the South Dakota Martini and red beer. But I digress. I don't personally think that people are weird just because they like these cocktails. You guys like what you like, and that's great when you do. Whew. That 151 rum, just smelling it, I feel drunker already. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Cheers, and you enjoy yourselves.